everybody. I wanted to show you a little tip, something that I do quite often, and I realized in my online classes that a lot of people don't realize you can do this. Especially when I'm weaving on my Lanny loom or one of my smaller looms and I'm weaving fairly small pieces. Often once I finish a piece, like this is a sample for one of the Tapestry Discovery boxes, I want to roll it around the back and then start over again like it's a brand new piece. There will be free warp in between the two pieces. In that case, if I'm starting a new piece, I can roll this around, I can roll it all the way around, or if I have taken the spring out beforehand, I can put the spring back in. It's really nice to be able to have that spring back in for spacing reasons and stuff. It's easier to do it on one of the smaller looms, or it's fine on a big loom if your piece isn't that large. It's a lot harder to get it all lined up again if you're doing a really large tapestry, but if you're doing small things, this is a good trick. Of course, if you don't have the bottom spring kit, then it doesn't matter and you don't need to worry about it. Let me show you how I do it on this Lanny loom. Okay, so this is a piece. I actually have yet another sample on the back. I finished this sample for Tapestry Discovery box, and I want to move this whole thing around and start another sample on top. I have extenders on this loom, so I have a lot of warp to work with. What we do first is just loosen the tension. And I'm going to do that evenly on both sides. If I can manage to get that. And I want it loose enough that I can get in here and pull this spring out. So I'm going to keep going. We're almost there. Okay, that's loose enough. So I'm going to actually take this spring all the way out. It may be that you were weaving a longer piece and you had already removed this spring and it had rolled around the bottom, and that's fine, just as long as you haven't lost your spring. Find it again. So when pulling the spring out, I'm hanging on to it here, disengaging it from the tapestry, and then pulling it around. On a wider loom, it's a little bit trickier, but there's the spring, and then we can advance this warp up. Hang on. There we go. And I want to make sure I don't have the tails in the way and all of that, and that I have, I just need about 4 or 5 inches between the two pieces. Okay, and now we can put this spring back in. So I'm going to reach between the two layers, grab both ends of the spring, hook one on, sort of pull that warp forward and get the other end on. And then all we have to do is respace the warps. I'm actually going to stick this back in here so you can see the warps a little bit better. This particular, I'm not going to be able to get this nut off. I glued it on because I was so tired of it running around my studio. I want to get the same number. You can't see the top of the loom, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 7 dents free there. So we're going to do that, and I have doubled the edge warp. So this is, I'm just marking where the edge of that is, and then I'm going to respace them, but I'm going to tighten this up a little bit first. It's just now too loose. 2, 3, 4. And then I can start, I don't have it all the way tight. I can just start respacing these, and if I could take this handle off easily, I would, so that the shed would stay. This isn't as much of a problem with the bigger looms, that the shedding handle pulls the shed open. All right, so you just go through and space them all. Make sure they are still directly top to bottom. And then once they're all spaced evenly, you can and tighten your warp, and you're ready to do your new header and your new tapestry. All right, I hope that seems fairly easy. Go and weave.